Howdy, everybody. So, when I was in college, I decided I didn't want to be the typical, let's go get drunk on Jackson Street in York, yay! I decided I was going to be a dancer. So, we had a bunch of us get together and we would go swing dancing every Friday night in York, down on Market Street. And after a few times swing dancing, you're like, okay, I got this. This is really fun. This is really like jazz hands, okay. So they started offering blues dancing on Tuesday nights. Now, if you all are familiar with the blues, it gets a little down and dirty. And there is a very fine line between sensual and sexual. And blues dancers like to play with that line. My first little time as a sophomore in college, getting into a blues exchange in York where there's a room of 30 people, like only 3 of which I know, and the rest are from all over, and they say, okay, partner up, you're gonna put your chest against their chest, you're gonna grip them tight, but leave room for baby Jesus. First, last, and only time I ever hope to hear the phrase, leave room for baby Jesus. So you have to connect bodily with people you don't know. And for a tiny little freshman in college, granted, I was a theater major, no big deal to me, but to the rest of us, we were just kind of like, what's happening? We're gonna get real close and sweaty for 3 minutes, and then we're never gonna see each other again. That's blues dancing. That's it. So I went on my first solo blues exchange the fall of 2016 down to Virginia Beach. It's an exchange called Dirt Cheap Blues. It was $30 for 4 days of dancing. You danced the afternoon, the evening, the late night. You got up, you had breakfast, you started dancing at noon, like on the beach. Like amazing, 4 days of dancing, $30, Dirt Cheap Blues. There's a certain kind of blues dancer that goes for the cheap. And this was my first blues exchange all by my little self, without any of my friends to back me up. So when I'm in a late night blues, it's 2 a.m., we're in a church basement, keep that in mind. And I have someone clamped around my thigh in what's called the beaver clamp for a reason. Legs clamped around my thigh, wiggling back and forth, and I'm just like, what is happening? What's on me? Oh my God, it's getting bigger. I managed to end the dance gracefully enough. We go over, everybody's getting like their water break between sets, everybody's clapping, you know, the live band's great, the music's fantastic, it's just the dancers are skeezy. So I noticed that the gentleman I had been dancing with has got a girl on his lap, and she is grinding on his lap, and I'm just, we're not even dancing, the music hasn't even started yet, what are you two doing? Like, complete shock. When he lifts her off his lap, grabs another girl, goes out on the floor, clamps onto her, and starts wiggling back and forth. And I'm thinking, holy crap, I got out easy. 30 seconds of one song before I managed to escape. I managed to stay on that side of the line. I managed to get out the door to see this couple up against the wall of the church. And they're not blues dancing. We're way past blues dancing. We have jumped that line from sensual fun into sexual depravity, and I have not been blues dancing since.